Marvel Universe Live. What's it like for adults and what's it like for kids? We went to see it. This is my son Jacob.
Hi.
And I'm an adult. I'm 57 years old. Jacob is 20. And we went to see it with his sister, who is 17, and my wife, who is also old, like me, but not as old. So Jacob, would you say that this is a good thing for people your age to see?
I mean, so I enjoyed it. I know Anya enjoyed it.
It was kind of a surprise because my wife bought the tickets and didn't even tell me till the day of the show. And then she got nervous as to whether or not anybody would like it and told me. I thought that you guys would like it. I wasn't sure how excited you'd be or how much you'd think it's just a kid's show. But at the minute we told you what was going on, Anya was very excited because she's a big fan of Spider-Man and the Marvel Universe. And were you excited?
Yes, I was also excited.
Yeah.
I probably read more comics than Anya does. So.
No, I know, but she's more into Spider-Man.
Oh,
so. And she's closer to being a kid.
Yeah.
But, yeah, what was your impression of it?
My impression of it was, considering this is basically like an acrobat show.
Yeah, or a circus type show.
Yeah, a circus type show. It was pretty good. I mean, so it kept me entertained, even though it was definitely marketed towards a much younger audience than me.
And it was at Irving. I think it was very interesting. There was a Feld, F-E-L-D production, which I believe is Irving Feld Productions, which used to produce the Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey's Circus, and they also, I believe, used to produce the Ice Capades. And when you know that, this is kind of similar.
Yeah. To
a three-ring circus, because there's a lot of stuff going on at once, and there's a lot of visual razzle-dazzle going on.
Yeah, it's also a lot like the Ice Capades.
Yeah, it is.
It's like there's like a story going on, but there's also people doing acrobatic stuff. And
characters in costume. And
yeah,
it's like a theme Ice Capades, like a Disney on Ice sort of show, except for Marvel characters. You have to, I think if you have a child under the age of 12 who likes the Marvel Universe, it's absolutely definite you should go if you're at all inclined, because the tickets, I believe the cheap tickets are only about $15, and
yeah, we got pretty good seats.
Yeah, and you can see, we had the cheap tickets, I think, and you usually the way the Feld Productions knows how to stage a show so everybody can see something, and there were no really bad seats in this house.
No, not really.
Though, because they occupied the whole. If you picture an arena with like a hockey rink or a basketball court size area on the floor, the entire floor almost is occupied with activity telling the story, and they have a big wall down on one end where they project animations and things to help it, and they do a lot of things with lights and sound effects and smoke and just all your standard things. What did you think of the characters they included?
Well, so you can tell that that Disney was like, hey, put in our stuff from the MCU, because really it was just the Avengers and the Guardians of the Galaxy.
It was mainly. The character that surprised me is that Iron Fist was in there.
Yeah. And
it was the comic book Iron Fist in the green and yellow costume, not the street clothes Iron Fist that's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Which was very interesting. But I think that had to be that way if they were going to put Iron Fist. Here's my theory about the Iron Fist being in there. They put him in there so that they could do sort of a Chinatown kung fu type scene.
Yeah.
You know, and they used the green and yellow costume not because they care so much, but because they don't own the rights to the Netflix shows. So if they put him in street clothes or anything resembling that, that could possibly be a liability. Yeah. So they have to base it on the comic in case they ever go to court with the people who are making the Netflix show. They have to say, look, this is totally based on the comic.
Actually, I don't think they would ever be able to take that to court, because
probably not.
Disney owns the rights to everything.
Well,
so they could just be like, yeah, you can't take that to court, or we'll take away your right to do this.
Probably not, but you know how corporate lawyers are. They like to be very safe. So you do get the classic Iron Fist for whatever reason, which is good, and you get Doctor Strange.
Yeah, you get Doctor Strange.
Which is good.
Yeah, that's Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. I thought Spider-Man was one of the best performed characters.
Yeah.
Didn't you? He was very spidery and acrobatic.
You had a Spider-Man versus the Sinister Six fight in the show. Basically
a Sinister Six fight. No Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Her place was sort of taken by Black Cat, which may have been just to put a few more female characters in it. But that was one of the highlights of the show. I like the motorcycle segment.
Yeah, there was a motorcycle.
There was a motorcycle segment where they were riding around on bikes, which was pretty cool. Captain America rides a motorcycle, and that was pretty cool. What is it? Groot is in it.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. I mean, little kids are gonna. Adults look at the Groot costume and they're gonna know, well, there's some stilts in there, right, to make him so tall. But I think the little kids are just gonna love that Groot costume.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the Hulk, they didn't do much with the Hulk. I suspect that the Hulk doesn't appear to the end of the show for, I suspect, 2 reasons: to give it a big finish, but also because I don't think that Hulk costume is very flexible or can do a lot of things.
It can't do a lot of things at all.
But it looks cool.
It looks cool.
It looks very cool. And in fact, my wife, who's a grown adult, was complaining that she was looking somewhere else when the Hulk transformed, and she was really angry that she had not seen the transformation, even though the transformation is basically just lights and sound effect.
Yeah.
And the Hulk bursts out of his cage or whatever, and there's like some smoke and sound effect. And that's what she was. My wife was into it enough that she was disappointed she didn't see that part.
Yeah.
She even said maybe I should see the show again. Which is really...
That sounds like my mom, all right.
Yeah, she could be a little obsessive, I guess, is the word. But she didn't see it again. But we all had fun seeing it, I think. I think I will tell you that just like Ringling Brothers Circus or the Ice Capades, if you're bringing little kids, I would bring like $20 per kid to buy them something. Because it's just not worth it not to. Because there's so many souvenirs and treats and things there, and you can put some dollar limit on it, but it's a special day anyways, so you should bring some money to buy them something and tell them, look, you can buy one thing of a reasonable price, and let them decide, and that, you know. Yeah. But if you go there with just your ticket and no money to buy anything, it's very hard, because they're selling a lot of junk. Both Marvel stuff and just random circus type stuff like light up swords and things like that. And of course, you know, they're selling like cotton candy and special Marvel bags and different things like that, probably for twice what it's worth. But, you know.
Let me tell you, cotton candy's not worth that much.
Cotton candy is basically just spun sugar, and what does a pound of sugar cost?
As someone who works at Can Wonderland, I can probably say that that's probably the thing we mark up the most.
Can Wonderland, if you don't live in the Twin Cities, is an indoor amusement place which has mini golf and pinball and different things, and they have cotton candy and different things. And Jacob, have you made cotton candy?
I have made cotton candy. It's not fun.
It's a difficult recipe, isn't it?
It's not difficult. It's just that it takes like 5 minutes per thing, and it's like that means you're stuck at the machine for 5 minutes.
Yeah. But anyways, conclusion on Marvel Universe. I think that if you are, like I said, if you have a kid under the age of 12 who likes Marvel, definitely go. It's a cheap ticket, and they're going to go completely nuts and love it. You have to recognize as an adult that you're not seeing, you know, a famous magician like David Copperfield. So when Doctor Strange is floating, you will see the wires.
Yeah.
You know, and you do see how things are done. And this is not professional wrestling, so when they're doing the fight scenes, you're not convinced that they're really fighting. It's more like a choreographed sort of dance thing. But it is fun and exciting. But if you're an adult or a teenager, I would say, if you're the type that's always grousing and saying, oh, that wasn't very realistic, skip it.
Yeah.
But if you're the type that has the ability to suspend your disbelief and just go with something that's fun, like if you can watch a cheapo giant monster movie or even a Godzilla movie and totally believe it, then you should probably go, if you have that ability to suspend your disbelief.
Yeah. Which
I think is very important, being able to suspend your disbelief for stupid things. Because if you rule out all the stupid things, you're not going to have as much fun in life.
Yeah.
You know, so you have to be able to watch cartoons and circuses and Marvel Universe live and have fun and watch it.
Yeah.
And we had fun.
Definitely.
Is that the bottom line?
Yes.
We've got any more conclusions?
I think I'm...
What was the villains again that they were using most? They did the Sinister Six. They used some of the villains from Guardians of the Galaxy. The blue guy was in there.
Yondu.
But they didn't do. They couldn't do the trick with the arrow thing. But he was in there.
Yeah, they did Loki.
Loki, yes, and Sinister Six villains.
Yeah,
and,
so
quite a few villains
Goblin,
actually.
Goblin, the lizard.
Green Goblin gets to fly on his little
Green
flying
Goblin,
thing.
the lizard. Rhino.
Rhino's in there briefly, you know.
Black Cat.
Black Cat.
Missing one on the other one.
Was it Shocker?
It was not Shocker.
It wasn't Sandman.
It wasn't Sandman. There was one more.
Mysterio?
No.
Electro? I don't know. I can't remember, but there was a bunch of villains in there. And you know, Rocket Raccoon was
Electro.
in there.
Yeah, it was Electro.
Guardians of the Galaxy. And who else is in there? Iron Man is in it. Thor is in it.
Yes.
All
of the Marvel Avengers are
basically
in,
all the Avengers, all your classic Avengers. No Hawkeye.
Yeah, no Hawkeye.
No Scarlet Witch or anything like that. But your classic your movie casts of Guardians of the Galaxy and Avengers are pretty much totally represented.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then plus Spider-Man, plus Doctor Strange, plus Iron Fist, and I'm trying to remember if there's anybody else. But yeah, and they all look pretty good. And you know the costumes, sure you can see their costumes, the Groot and the Rocket Raccoon and Hulk, but they look pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, they're pretty fun. The Hulk, I think the Hulk costume is the most fun costume, and that's probably why they saved it for last and put it in the big finish. But yeah, Marvel Universe Live. So if you like that kind of stuff, go see it, and if you don't. How's that for a review? If you like it, see it. If you don't like it, don't see it.
Exactly.
Exactly. Okay, well, we'll be doing some more videos. I haven't done many videos for a while, but I'm going to be doing some more soon. So thanks for watching this one, and we'll be talking back at you later on. Merry Christmas, everyone.